Yo, what's up, sports bettors? Happy Friday. I got some PrizePicks player props, and best of all, they're running a promo. So they run this promo, I think, every Friday. I'm not sure if it always stays the same. But basically, your first entry up to or after 10:30 a.m. Eastern, what am I saying, is risk-free. So if you lose, you're going to get your money back. So they call this a protected flex play entry. So long story short, we're looking for 5 sharp picks on PrizePicks. If we lose, we get our money back. There's no downside. So I've explained this before. As a sharp bettor, you always want to be on the lookout for promos like this because they're really profitable. So I'm going to get into my picks, but before anything, I kind of like to start out these videos. I try to make these videos educational. If I am not around tomorrow or whatever it is, right? Hopefully you guys understand the strategy for beating PrizePicks, for making money on PrizePicks. So the way that PrizePicks works is it's a fixed payout platform. Any 5 picks you select, this is the payout you're getting in a 5-pick flex play. Right? It doesn't matter if I switch this to a WNBA pick as an example. We're always getting this same payout. It doesn't matter if you take overs or unders. Any 5-pick flex play, this is the payout you're getting. 10x, 2x, 0.4x for 5 out of 5 correct, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5 correct, respectively. So long story short, everything on PrizePicks boils down to what percentage of your picks can you win. So I've explained this before, but the way that PrizePicks makes money is you have to assume, right, if you have no advantage, if you have no edge, you're only going to be able to win these picks 50% of the time, right? You're going to get 50% of your over-unders correctly, 50% wrong, right? You're going to go 50 and 50 if you have no advantage. Picking over-unders will be like flipping a coin for you. Over-under, heads, tails, you'll be 50-50 to be right or wrong. But on PrizePicks, you need to win 54.25% of your picks to be profitable, right? So you need an advantage. If you can win your picks, let's say 56% of the time, if you can win your player props like Shakira Austin, if you can win over-unders like this 56% of the time, only losing 44% of your picks, your ROI is going to be 11.9% on PrizePicks flex plays. So I'll include this spreadsheet. I'm literally just breaking down the math behind their 5 flex payout. So nothing complicated. This is literally just the math behind a 5-pick flex. And you can reach out to me. I'll include my email in the description if you have any questions. But long story short, the way you beat PrizePicks is you find player props winning above 54.25% of the time. So the first prop that I ended up going with for today is from the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. So basically how this betting tool works, Fantasy Optimizer, is you can use it for, not just PrizePicks. It also works for these other fixed payout platforms, other platforms that don't vary your payout based on you selecting over versus under. So you can see there's some pretty good picks on Parlay Play right now, which is another fantasy platform. They offer a $100 sign-up bonus. So I've explained this before too, but promos like this on PrizePicks, it's not like PrizePicks is the only sportsbook running promos. A bunch of sportsbooks run promos, so I highly recommend, you sign up for as many of these platforms as possible. I mean, we're getting a $20 risk-free bet on PrizePicks. Doesn't get much better than that. And all these books, Parlay Play, No House Advantage, Underdog, Jock Market, they all run different promos. So I highly recommend signing up for as many platforms as possible. But long story short, my first pick from the Fantasy Optimizer is Hunter Green under 4.5 hits allowed, right? So you're going to notice this pick has a win rate of 55.72%. That's above 54.25%, right? So I explained earlier, if you can get these over-unders correctly above 54.25% of the time, you're going to be profitable playing PrizePicks flex plays. According to OddsJam, this player prop on Hunter Green under 4.5 hits allowed is 55.72% to win. So it's highlighted in green. All these plays in red, you don't want to take, right? You just want to take these picks in green because they're all winning above 54.25% of the time. So why is Hunter Green a player prop that's winning 55.72% of the time? Well, look at the sports books, right? You got to turn to the sports books. If you look at DraftKings, for example, OddsJam reads in odds from every sports book. So you're going to see DraftKings Sportsbook, they have the under at minus 145 odds. So they have the under as the favored outcome. You look at DraftKings, that should make sense. Hunter Green, under 4.5 hits allowed is the heavily favored outcome, right? So DraftKings is telling you, and DraftKings isn't the only sports book. Caesars has even more juice towards the under. They have the under all the way at minus 158. BetMGM minus 150, and then Pinnacle. Pinnacle is right here. It's known to be actually the smartest, the sharpest sports book out there. They have their line at minus 148. So all of these sports books, as a sharp bettor, you treat every book as a data point. They're all telling you the same thing. Yo, Hunter Green is a lot more likely to go under 4.5 hits allowed as opposed to over, right? He's a lot more likely to go under. That's why lines are juiced towards his under. So it's kind of the same way if you look at the NBA, the Celtics are the favored team in Game 6. Right? The market is telling you the Celtics are more likely to win this game. And no offense, you're not smarter. It doesn't matter, right? What Hunter Green did last game. It doesn't matter what he did the last 5 games. I don't care if you've watched this guy pitch every game this season. Everything is baked into the market. These sportsbooks have better models than you. They've invested hundreds of millions of dollars in their ability to set lines, and they're all telling you the same thing. Hunter Green is a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over. And again, PrizePicks is a platform where they literally don't change your payout based on you selecting under versus over. They literally don't change your payout. So obviously, we want to take Hunter Green under 4.5 hits allowed in our PrizePicks entry. That's a sharp player prop bet, a great MLB pick to include in your PrizePicks flex play. All the books have the under heavily favored. So what I went with on PrizePicks for my $20 protected flex play, if I lose, I get the money back, is Courtney Williams over 20.5 PRAs. So WNBA play. Hunter Green under 4.5 hits allowed. Matthew Liberatore under 5 hits allowed. George Kirby over 5 hits allowed. Max Scherzer under 5 strikeouts. If this loses, I get my money back. Not a bad deal, right? So 5 picks that I ended up going with on PrizePicks in a flex play. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Any questions? Don't hesitate to reach out about the math behind PrizePicks, whatever. Always happy to answer questions. Let's make some money.